Now, Eyewitness News begins with your forecast first.
Good evening and happy Thanksgiving to you. Hopefully you got a full belly tonight. And in terms of what's going on out there tonight, we had a little bit of partial clearing this evening, but in general, clouds will have the upper hand. Cold front's going to come through. Still pretty mild considering the time of year, time of day or night. 43 by morning. We should be down into the upper 20s. Eyewitness News starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is Eyewitness News, first at 10.
Tonight, first at 10, it's on to Black Friday. Shopping tips to keep in mind that will help the season feel a little less stressful. And we all love a good bargain, but will we see as many of them this year? Financial analysts consider the impact inflation could be having on holiday deals. Plus, organized retail theft, it's an issue stores all over the country have to deal with. And as the shopping season picks up, lawmakers think they found a solution. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight for Eyewitness News First at 10. I'm Shelby Pay. While the holidays are supposed to be a time for enjoying family and friends, getting gifts for all your loved ones can add a whole lot of stress to your life this season. So Fox's Ted Linder takes a look at what marketing and psychology experts say you can do to avoid the pressure and even save some cash.
It's no secret, the holiday shopping season can be a highly stressful time.
Whether it would be the expectation to spend, to pick the perfect gift.
And with Black Friday deals bombarding consumers earlier every year, hunting for gifts can feel less like retail therapy and more like a nightmare. But Jennifer Siemens of Clemson University says there are silver linings to early doorbuster deals you can embrace to make calm out of the chaos.
We're able to spread the purchasing out across a longer timeline, which actually leads us to feel less of that time pressure.
The same can be said for the slew of holiday ads you're probably scrolling through on social media.
The ability for companies to use AI to help target consumers in a better way so that they have more relevant advertising. I think that is beneficial to both the brand and the consumer in terms of helping take some of the stress out of those purchases.
To avoid financial stress, Siemens recommends avoiding the buy now, pay later trend.
Buy now, pay later through credit cards and things like that actually have been shown to be detrimental to consumers' overall well-being.
Instead, using budgeting apps can help keep your purchases organized. But if you're strapped for cash, don't let that worry you. Expressing gratitude to someone in a letter is a gift that doesn't have to cost anything.
People who receive gratitude from others tend to feel valued. They feel like they matter. They feel like they've made a positive difference, and their overall well-being improves.
Ted Linder, Fox News.
As retailers are gearing up for Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, they're keeping a close eye on inflation. Experts say shoppers are expected to return to their pre-pandemic habits this holiday season. DC's Anna Warnicki tells us more.
Long before Black Friday, retailers have been cranking out deep discounts and sales.
It was basically Black Friday in October, and that's going to keep rolling through the holidays.
Ted Rossman, senior industry analyst at Bankrate.com, says the state of the economy has many retailers and shoppers concerned.
Our survey found that about a third of holiday shoppers specifically say that inflation is affecting their buying decisions.
Currently, the inflation rate is 3.2%. Still, Rossman says retailers are preparing for record sales.
It's the best discounting season since the pandemic. The inventory situation's better.
The National Retail Federation says an estimated 182 million people will shop either online or in person this Thanksgiving weekend. That's up 69% since 2019.
Isabel Casillas Guzman with the Small Business Administration says many of those shoppers are likely to shop local, and small businesses are prepared.
They are hoping for that regular seasonal boost and planning with the inventories.
But Guzman says small businesses are still recovering from the economic hit during the pandemic, and many of them are hoping for a record turnout this year to keep their doors open.
We want to make sure that now more than ever, we're spending locally, shopping small, to give them that revenue boost, let them get their run through their inventories and have a great record year.
In Washington, I'm Anna Warnicki.
And as retail shopping is about to spike, national lawmakers are pitching a plan to help law enforcement crack down on retail theft. Washington correspondent Raquel Martin has that story.
This is a problem that we have to deal with.
Lawmakers say it's time to clamp down on organized retail theft, plaguing businesses nationwide.
I'm telling you, it's happening in every community. It's not a one-off. It's not one person.
Nevada Democratic Senator Catherine Cortez Masto and Iowa Republican Senator Chuck Grassley are among the bipartisan group pushing a national approach. They've introduced a bill to create a centralized agency to help law enforcement investigate and prosecute thieves, even across state lines.
The same penalties applied whether it happens in California or in Iowa.
The National Retail Federation says store theft surged 20% from 2021 to 2022, costing retailers more than $112 billion. Lawmakers I spoke to acknowledged the spike in theft began during the pandemic, but tell me they do not believe it's linked to rising prices.
Retail theft rings have been around for decades, really, and they haven't been impacted by, the national economic cycles in the same way.
Maryland Democratic Congressman Glenn Ivey, a former prosecutor, says these aren't just property crimes.
People are actually getting hurt and in some instances killed.
He says a federal intervention is necessary to protect retailers and communities.
We've got some stores that are going to go under because of the losses that they're suffering. Some of those are grocery stores.
The bill has the support of nearly 80 lawmakers in the House and Senate, but much more will need to sign on for the bill to pass. In Washington, Raquel Martin.
Coming up tonight on Eyewitness News at 10, if you love leftovers, you're not alone. But keeping that food in the fridge for too long can cause problems. Plus, you made it through Thanksgiving, and now it's time to tackle all that trash and the leftovers. The Oneida Herkimer Solid Waste Authority wants you to recycle, and they break down the best ways to go about that. That's coming up next.
You're watching Eyewitness News first at 10.
Thanksgiving foods are arguably some of the best, but what happens to much of the uneaten food after dinner is causing some stomachs to turn. Fox's Ted Linder takes a look at how food waste is causing some rotten problems and how you can help this holiday season.
As the name implies, Thanksgiving is about being grateful for what we have. With tabletops worth of delicious foods shared with family and friends, a vital way many of us celebrate the holiday.
Yeah.
But what if we want to start showing thanks to the planet? Agriculturists say we need to prevent most of the food we buy from going into the garbage.
About 1/3 of all food that's produced is actually never eaten.
Data collected by the University of Minnesota finds Americans trash about 305 million pounds of food from each Thanksgiving. It's a small number when compared to the roughly 119 billion pounds of food wasted every year in the U.S., according to Feeding America.
That 1,250 calories of food per person per day that isn't eaten takes up about 30 million acres of land. That means all the pesticides, all the irrigation water, all the fertilizer that goes on that land is also going to food that is never eaten.
And when roughly 20% of landfill material is wasted food, the Department of Agriculture says the rotting produce releases climate-damaging methane gas. But there's ways you can combat food waste. And it starts by planning how much food you actually need to make at home.
We have the means to alter that food portion size that we eat.
The Environmental Protection Agency recommends freezing, pickling, and dehydrating extra fruits and vegetables, and freezing meats in containers with dates written on them. But if you do have to get rid of moldy or spoiled food, the EPA suggests composting it instead of throwing it away in the trash. Ted Lindner, Fox News.
The Oneida Herkimer Solid Waste Authority also hoping you'll consider composting these food scraps and recycling the rest of your waste too. Cartons can be rinsed and recycled, aluminum foil too. Sheets and trays can be put in your curbside bin as long as it is free of any food residue. Cooking oil cannot be put in the recycling bin, but you can bring it to the Utica Eco Drop. It will be processed into animal feed. You can also bring food scraps. It will be turned into electricity. Instead of going to the landfill, when it comes to cardboard boxes, some can be recycled, but not all. Cardboard that goes in the fridge or freezer cannot, but if the box belongs in the pantry, it can be put out at the curb. And don't forget about your everyday recyclables too. Those can, of course, still be recycled. For all your news, local, state, and national, check out our website, cnyhomepage.com. And while you're there, don't forget to nominate someone for our Remarkable Women contest. Who are you thankful for today? Well, tell us about them on cnyhomepage.com.
Mama?
Yeah.
She did such a good job with Thanksgiving.
Aw, that's
today.
awesome. She cooked?
Yeah. For
Nice.
like all 40 of us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Belly nice and full, like you mentioned.
How's your mom doing? She's watching right now, isn't
Yeah,
she?
she is, yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Happy Thanksgiving. Hey, we're getting ready to go into Black Friday tomorrow, and the weather is going to turn colder, and there's probably going to be those festive snowflakes flying around tomorrow. It shouldn't add up to much. The complete forecast as we look ahead to some much colder weather and some subtle signs of winter coming up next.
Now, your Eyewitness Weather Forecast.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you are home with your loved ones and you had a good day. And maybe you were able to get out, go for a walk, throw the football around, work some of the pounds off, right? But because, Eyewitness News, we take care of everything. We just had this dietitian person on. She said it's okay if you went back for seconds. You don't have to go extra hard at the gym tomorrow. Maybe just do a little bit of extra pumpkin pie. All right, let's talk about what's going on weather-wise right now. 43, still pretty mild. Temperature tonight will eventually start to drop into the 20s by morning as winds become a little bit more northwesterly. So here's what to expect. Breezy and colder. There's going to be a few light snow showers and flurries around through the day tomorrow. It's not going to add up to much, but chilly air in town right through the day Saturday. And then next week, oh boy, get ready. We could be looking at some lake effect snow, which some of the early indications could be fun. All right, so numbers now are kind of hanging in the 40s. It's plenty mild enough out there, so no snow tonight. But as that cold front comes through, we will start to see some cooler weather build in. So we're in the 30s here in Otsego County and then up north as well, mid-30s in the Adirondacks. Check this out. So turning colder as we go into next week. So these colors that you see on this map are a temperature anomaly. In other words, compared to what is normal, but don't ask me what normal is, how much above or below that. So the deeper the color, the darker the color, the more below, or the farther below you are in terms of an average temperature. And I think that cold air is going to have something to say about lake effect coming in as we get into next week. In the here and now, though, we still have a lot of clouds. We did have a little bit of partial sunshine just before sunset, so we had a little partial clearing. Watch as we go through the overnight. That front goes south, and then winds will shift a little bit more northwesterly. So a few more clouds, and then through the day on Friday, you're going to have a few snow showers kind of drifting on through. But like I said, this doesn't add up to much, and I think it's probably going to actually break up and fall apart into the afternoon as some drier air comes in. So bottom line is, yeah, there'll be some decorative snow showers out there, but in terms of accumulation, minor. All right, so here's what to expect. It's for the most of us, it's only like a coating, if that, trace amounts, which a trace just means it falls, but it doesn't really count. However, some of the higher elevations south and west in Hamilton County, or Madison County make that, could have localized 1 to 2 inches. Then we fast forward to next Tuesday, cold front comes barreling on through. We scream in much colder air, northwest winds, and that this time of the year means lake effect. Tuesday into Wednesday, things could get pretty interesting. We'll keep you posted. So back here tonight, breezy at times with an isolated rain or snow shower of little consequence. 28 by morning. Geez, so much food, can't talk today. And then tomorrow, brisk, colder, just some scattered light snow showers and flurries, high of 34. So bundle up. And then we get into Saturday, beautiful day, more sunshine, upper 30s to near 40. Increasing clouds Sunday, maybe a rain shower by evening, not quite as chilly. 42, turkey chili's good. And then as we get into next week, that's when the colder air comes in, along with the renewed risk of some lake effect snow.
All right, thanks, Craig. I like that pumpkin pie.
That's Brennan Miller.
Yeah.
He's jacked.
Brennan, is that how the football players prepare for their games?
Look at him. Look at that.
I think that might be the preseason preparation. At this point, I think they're just getting ready to hit the field and start playing. That's exactly what Whitesboro High School is doing tomorrow as they take on East out of Rochester. We preview that game coming up in sports right after this.
Right now, Eyewitness Sports.
Good evening. I'm Brendan Miller with Eyewitness Sports, and I assume that you've been tuned into today's Thanksgiving football games. I mean, that's what today is for, right? Well, if you weren't, the Detroit Lions and Dallas Cowboys were in action, as they are every year. The Lions seeing divisional foe Green Bay, while Dallas welcomed a division opponent of their own in the Washington Commanders. Just in case you haven't been watching, though, let's take a look at what the scores from those games were. And how about an upset win for the Packers in game number 1, 29-22, the final score, as Green Bay never trailed in the game, forcing Jared Goff to fumble 3 times and returning one of those for a touchdown. Rashawn Gary had 3 sacks for Green Bay, the same number of touchdowns through the air for quarterback Jordan Love, a career high for him there. With the win, Green Bay back in contention for second in the NFC North, now just a game behind the Minnesota Vikings, while Detroit grabs loss number 3 on the year, still the 2 seed in the NFC though. The middle game, Commanders and Cowboys, an NFC East matchup. This the first time that these two have played this season. The second game not until the first week of 2024. Washington struggling as of late, only 1 win in their last 5, 2 in their last 9, so they needed this one to stay alive, but could not get it. Big win for the Cowboys. The highlight play late in the fourth quarter when second-year defensive back Deron Bland picked off Commanders quarterback Sam Howell, returned the interception for a touchdown, his NFL record, 5th pick 6 this season in just 11 games. And the final game, 2 playoff contending squads in the NFC go head-to-head, a third divisional game as San Francisco 49ers travel to face the Seattle Seahawks in the 12th man. Both of these teams above 500 in what we were expecting to be a really good nightcap, but the 49ers letting Christian McCaffrey run, 2 scores for him through the first half, and San Fran running away with it behind him right now, actually 24-10. A pick 6 right as we were walking in here from Seattle has closed the game up just a little bit as the teams came out of the locker rooms for half number 2. The best game of the weekend, though, that's between Whitesboro and East World of Inquiry in the New York State Class A semifinal. The Warriors and Eagles ready to play at Cicero North Syracuse High School tomorrow at 6 o'clock. East WOI is the Section 5 champion. That's out of the Rochester area. But this team with a few Central New York connections in brothers Steve and James Flagler. Steve, co-head coach, and James, an assistant, both of them VVS graduates with resumes in Section 3 football. James, a 2012 Class B East first-team all-defensive selection, and Steve setting VVS records for single-game and single-season interceptions in 2003. For Whitesboro, they go into this game having won 11 in a row, perfect against Class A competition behind Dartmouth commit quarterback Kyle Meyer, who is having one of the most proficient seasons in Section 3 and New York State football history. Over 1,700 yards through the air, just 33 yards away from 2,000 on the ground, and scoring-wise, 21 passing touchdowns to only 2 interceptions and an additional 31 scores rushing. Wide receiver Anthony Dorozinski also enters this game 9 receiving yards away from 1,000 on the year, also with 15 scores. This game, set to be a classic, the winner advances to the Class A New York State Championship, where they will play either perennial contender Somers out of Section 1 or Niskayuna of Section 2. That game has the same start time tomorrow, 6 o'clock, and will be at Middletown High School. So the high school football season starting to wrap up here. Whitesboro, the last local team still in action, but to get to a state Final Four, always an accomplishment, especially for a program that really prides itself in getting those playoff runs like Whitesboro does.
For sure. All right. Thanks, Brennan. After this break, we get an inside look at how companies like National Grid get ready for winter and the storms that come with it. Eyewitness News will be right back.
Eyewitness News First at 10 continues.
As we look ahead to what's left of these colder months, we'll be relying a lot on energy companies like National Grid. John DePasquale from our sister station, WSYR, over in Syracuse, helps us understand how National Grid stays on top of the winter weather that will surely come our way.
We all know that winters can be harsh at times across central New York. The main power supply company in the region, National Grid, also is impacted when winter storms affect the area, especially ones that produce ice. To attempt to limit the impacts of winter storms, National Grid uses the National Weather Service, local media forecasts, and heavily relies on a private weather company called DTN out of Minnesota. Tanner Verstegen, a meteorologist working for the private weather firm DTN, explains how they help National Grid.
National Grid will send us information on past outages for past storms, how this nor'easter maybe impacted the operations or the grid from maybe 2015, 2016, whatever. And then we couple that through AI and machine learning and produce kind of an outage prediction based on our forecasted weather.
Normally, DTM provides a heads up to National Grid on a potential storm about 6 to 10 days out, especially if it's a big one. National Grid typically has to plan for the worst case scenario just to have their bases covered. Matt Barnett, National Grid Vice President of Electric Operations, says
3 to 5 days out, you'll start to get a sense for more confidence that there really is something here. And depending on what that something might be, we'll make the right decisions that we feel best prepare us.
For example, Matt says information like the track, duration of a storm, precipitation type, and forecast winds informs National Grid's decision to hold company crews beyond their scheduled shift, bring in additional crews to assist highly impacted areas, and where to deploy additional resources. Also, according to Matt, if there's a big storm on the way, National Grid not only activates their emergency planning team, but also the external affairs team, which works directly with elected officials, cities, towns, and emergency management offices to update them on their preparations and response. This kind of prepping provides National Grid a better opportunity to shorten power outage time for customers. So now when there's a pending winter storm, hopefully you'll have a better understanding of how National Grid prepares to protect the grid to keep you warm and the lights on this winter season.
Thanks to meteorologist John DePasquale for that story. We'll close out the broadcast when we return. Eyewitness News First at 10. We'll see you back here again next week.